Mhm. Yeah, I'm going to share my screen for just a moment here.
Mhm.
And what I want to do is I'm going to go to Rejuvi 45, and I hope you get goosies when you actually see this. So I'm going to Rejuvi. I'm going to log in, and it's going to, I need to click on this just a moment. So for those of you new to logging in at Rejuvi, you go to rejuviventure.com. You go to the right, top right, there's a login button. I'm going to just put in my password, and I'm going to log in as an administrator from a company called BlackRock Steel. We've done lots and lots of demos, so I'm not going to get into too much about what happens when you log into a modern leadership platform. But what I am just going to do is to say all of the things that Isabella and I have been talking about today really point to not necessarily a feature or not necessarily a process, but what we wanted to actually highlight was a resource. And so the resource is something that we call a playback. And let me see if I can spell correctly here. Oh, I need to go to trusted partner, which would be like a leadership facilitator, someone like Isabella or someone like myself. And I'm going to go to a tool called the Playback. These exist for all of Rejuvi products, Rejuvi Lead, Rejuvi Sales, Rejuvi Service, or Rejuvi Team. And I'm going to actually open the Playback for Rejuvi Service. And without further ado, what I want to do is actually get to this place called the value of stronger together. And why is the movement around data collection and feedback so important? Is because it impacts everything. And so you'll see this kind of fundamental working model which is really about, okay, this is the part that I'm hoping gives you goosies, Isabella, right? This was not created because of our conversation today. Um, right, but it all at this 12 o'clock box
Mhm.
is what we call the inner side and the outer side of leadership.
Mm.
It is
Mhm.
leadership excellence, which means that is strength of the leader. It's the leader capability from think to drive. At the
Mhm.
same time, it's the outer side of leadership, how they build and sustain their organization and ultimately get to a place where their culture is one of growth and well-being for all. You
Incredible.
have these, right? It's the inner side and the outer side. That's the 12
Mhm.
o'clock box. And when you have health, good models for modern leadership at the 12 o'clock box, that means that the people, are aligned and more engaged. They want to be there, right? And when you have
Mhm.
aligned and engaged people, you have satisfied and loyal customers. And satisfied and loyal customers are key to business impact. And so if I think about this thing called, why is this movement, this quantum leap in data collection and feedback principles inside of modern leadership so key? Because it impacts everything. And if you don't take a look at data collection and feedback, both for the inner side and the outer side, you're gonna fall flat
Mhm.
in the employee box, in the customer box, and ultimately in the business impact and culture box. Right? I
Mhm.
mean, it's there. This is called the playback, and we have a number of these that are all designed to help people to understand the inner side and outer side of leadership for different levels, team leaders or service leaders or expert leaders or sales leaders or executive leaders.
Can I compliment you? I have so many compliments. So one of the
Let's
things that I
let's end
appreciate.
let's end with more love, right?
Okay. Well, before we end, I just want to say one of the things that I actually really do value about your platform is that you do integrate the micro and the macro and the education paired with the integration. And I think that that's a really, really difficult skill to do. And I mean, you and I have worked in so many companies and held so many executive leadership roles. And that's actually when you showed me your platform and I know how hard you've worked on it, I was like, but I always knew this about you. You just get it. You just get it. right?
Yes,
And it's really
that's
cool to see what you've put together because
yeah, I
it
think that
integrates
that's some
all
of
of
the
it.
funnest I think that's some of the funnest feedback you can give anyone. They just kind of get it, right?
You
And I
just
think
get
that
it.
you just kind of get it. And you and I together just have so much fun together.